Do Zane last? Alright. That's fair. Gotta save my main husband for last. Alright. I just hear Raph's is really good too.
Jacket. Otherwise, you'll vanish once the polar night appears.
Mommy, I want the one with the fluorescent wings. That way, you'll be able to spot me right away. It doesn't matter where I fly.
Ever since experts predicted that the deep space tunnel's fluctuations would bring a 2-week polar night to certain regions, how to spend the polar night became everyone's greatest concern. I'm sure I will enjoy his card. The other, so far, Raph's, or not, Xavier, Silas's, and Caleb's were all great. Good luck at the rest of your shift. Hopefully it goes by quick. Oh, okay, no problem, Balin. Polar Night Lifestyle Zone. The mole sure knows how to drive sales.
I mean, that requires gullible octopuses like you who take the bait. You have so many arms for impulse buying, cutie.
Totally not an impulse buy. Let alone this entire banner to begin with. Raphael rummages through the shopping basket in my hands. It's already full.
Glow-in-the-dark blocks, circadian rhythm aromatherapy, sunrise simulation glasses.
Interesting glasses.
You could sit at a table with the kiddos nearby since you're so excited.
Okay. Anyone who could get 2 weeks of vacation approved would be just as excited as I am. Anausium class and Psychic class evolvers are easily affected by these magnetic fluctuations. That's why I was given time off. Interesting that the Psychic class evolvers weren't mentioned in Caleb's. And this... What's this little bit of specific evolver classes mentioned at all in Xavier's? I don't think it was there. A wireless portable nightlight. This one looks pretty useful.
Okay, but like, don't you trust Lincoln's power grid? Or are you planning to go on an adventure in a place that's super dark?
It depends on whether visiting the beach outside your place counts as an adventure.
It's hard to say. The magnetic fluctuations will affect the ocean too. Maybe giant octopuses from the deep will sweep away a certain someone who's lost in thought and sitting on the beach with her nightlight.
Something fluffy covers my back. I turn to see Raphael wrapping me in a blanket printed with cartoon octopuses. That's probably super cute. The octopus that lands in White Sand Bay must have some kind of magic. It's comfy and cozy. Anything can happen, indeed. I pat the label on the blanket that reads, Ever Warm Huggy Blankie.
And it's big enough to sweep away 2 people at once.
Heck yeah, we both become a burrito babies in this blanket. He spreads out the blanket and wraps himself in it too.
Major museums and art galleries have become popular choices during the polar night. Raphael, the renowned painter who set a personal record for the highest auction price of his work, will also hold his latest art exhibition at Flux Arts.
They're talking about you, Mr. Record-breaking artist. When the polar night arrives, Flux Arts might have lines outside the door.
That's something Thomas needs to worry about. My polar night schedule is already packed.
Poor Thomas. I hope he's making a big bag He takes the shopping basket with one hand and holds the heated blanket with the other as he heads towards the self-checkout machine.
But according to multiple sources, Mr. Raphael's new, unreleased work has become a target on the dark web.
Oh.
Anonymous users have posted encrypted information, claiming they know where the artwork is stored. They're soliciting potential buyers.
Is this a hoax?
No.
Thomas doesn't get paid enough. Not for the shit Raph puts him through constantly. Huh?
My paintings aren't cheap.
I know. Your paintings are already selling for as much as famous masterpieces. But to be so blatant about it, are they trying to hand themselves over to the police?
You can ask them when the time comes.
You already know who it is.
It's not just that. I already set up an inescapable net. Will you join me for some real fun during the polar night? I guarantee it'll be more entertaining than these little gadgets you bought.
That's easier said than done.
You look skeptical, which means you should come with me and wait for them to walk into our trap. When I used to go to black markets, Thomas would commission you to tail me. I'm inviting you this time. So you have no reason to refuse. Isn't that right, Miss Bodyguard?
I wonder what kind of trap he's set up. The Polar Night arrives as predicted, and true to his word, Raphael brings me to Flux Arts. The exhibition will open its curtains tomorrow. The coveted new work, Submerged, will be hung in the most prominent spot. Hello? Okay. I helped you choose this painting's title. Layers of dark blue and gray silver blend together to create a spatial tension that's almost palpable. I witnessed the long process of this painting's creation.
After I met you, I've been freed from the burden of naming my paintings.
I always say yes to this outfit, and honestly, he's actually the one that puts this thing on the most. Now that I'm looking at it, this resembles today's sky as the polar night descends.
And it should be popular during the polar night.
Sell for another record-breaking price. No wonder the black market set its sights on it. What if a thief gets in and damages the painting? Is there a way to prevent that?
We just have to wait and see.
With the sunglasses or just regular glasses? We just have to wait and see. Oh, that's what he said. Accompanied by the faint sound of electrical currents, Raphael walks up to the painting. The anti-theft sensors that should have been triggered don't respond. Oh, like, the ones that Xavier were wearing for me? With the panda onesie? At some point, he already put on anti-static gloves. He gently removes the frame using a suction cup-like tool. Ooh, the rimless one. Ooh. You have to send me a picture later. The information posted on the dark web was also part of your plan? Then your exhibition tomorrow...
The exhibition will be held. It gives people something to talk about. As for the plan, since you're already here, it wouldn't make sense not to join in, yeah?
No, why he pouting his lips out at me like that? His tone is cheerful as he gives me a brand new phone. Just casually gets a new phone.
Process. And remember not to get my face in the shot.
I mean, I think people would be able to recognize the hair color. He uses his tool to pry up the backing board and remove the nails. Then he gently rolls the canvas away from the frame. He moves too smoothly and effortlessly. It isn't until he places the canvas into a tube that I barely manage to suppress the surprise on my face.
Weren't you worried about the painting getting damaged? Do you feel better now that you've seen it?
The way you comfort me is over the top.
I can tell you're full of questions, but you didn't stop recording. I knew bringing you along was the right choice.
I suspect this is also part of your plan. His pout is my favorite, it's so funny. Yeah, Zane hasn't put the sunglasses on for a while either. Well, he put the teardrop sunglasses on the other day. What was he wearing with it? I have a picture of it somewhere, I think. Oh, it was the one with the sweater tied over his shoulders. That's what he was wearing. His eyes reveal a pleased amusement as he slings the scroll tube over his back and walks to my side. The faint electrical humming stops, and the alarm suddenly echoes throughout the entire gallery. Raphael takes my hand and leads me away from the surveillance system's range. We depart unhurriedly.
What if I told you that you were part of this plan since the beginning? Now we're accomplices.
During the polar night, the sea's surface is pitch black. The speedboat's light pierce the darkness and skim over the rolling waves as it moves. It's been a while since we left Lincoln's waters. Faint light outlines the silhouettes of islands that are embedded at the edge of our vision. This island doesn't show up on any maps.
Not on normal maps.
The holographic map on the Hunter's Watch flickers a few times. Then it breaks into patches of garbled code. Communications are jammed too.
Normal communications won't work.
This isn't how you talk to your accomplice.
This is an artificial island, a place that doesn't exist on normal maps. The people here want to do things that shouldn't exist in the normal world, like finding buyers for their acquisitions.
Such as your painting?
As long as it's something of questionable origin and considerable value, anything goes. Among them are Lemurians.
We shooting anyone that wants to come after the Lemurians.
I'm here to find someone. A buyer. Let's call him Arlen.
What?
I need to use the painting as bait.
Okay. Is this another Banquet Ablaze situation? Is it revenge? The humid, cold air brushes against my skin. I don't say anything else and tighten my grip on his hand. With his other hand, he turns the wheel, and the speedboat glides to a stop at the shore. You already know where this Arlen is, right?
I do, but we'll still need to use some unconventional methods to get in.
He hands me an electronic chip.
We need credentials issued by the island itself. That's how we can stay without raising any suspicion. You're a stage visual designer invited by the island's club.
Me? Design stages. Why don't you do it yourself? You're the painter here.
Nope. The designer is a woman. and the people on the island have working eyeballs.
What about the chip's original owner?
Why are you looking at me like that? Do you think I'm a bad person? She should be on a cruise ship right now, enjoying the vacation she unexpectedly won.
I guess. Alright, I have an identity. What about you?
That depends on what identity you give me, Miss Bodyguard.
Okay, so it kind of clicked with me.
Please present your
Probably.
identification, miss.
So Raph probably put the dark web thing up so he could steal his own painting for this. Put Raphael in the long hair and cross-dress him a little and he couldn't. Maybe. He maybe could. Probably until he starts talking. Modest City sits on the island, and within one of its weathered, unremarkable buildings, lights flicker as music fills the air. A middle-aged man claiming to be the club manager greeted us at the entrance. The scanner's light sweeps across the electronic chip. I remain calm.
Please present your identification, sir.
He's my bodyguard. Ah, how the turntables.
You have a bodyguard like that?
Hey now. Don't underestimate him, okay? He's a god.
You can test me if you want.
Raphael ignites a flame at his fingers, which illuminates his cold and slightly menacing expression.
An evolver?
What are you doing?
Did we set off the smoke detectors? Under a metal arched door we have just passed through, several security guards wearing black clothes escort a frantic man away. A glowing device hovers above the door. It radiates a faint blue light.
You don't need to worry. This is part of our security measures. Any abnormal or dangerous intents will be detected and intercepted before they can be acted upon.
Intent detection? What kind of illegal technology is this? Nothing happened when we entered. Is it just a bluff?
You can trust our security.
I don't think I will.
In any case, you never mentioned bringing a bodyguard when your credentials were issued.
Plans change. If I predicted the polar night so far in advance, I would have become a fortune teller. I point at the overcrowded club lobby. Look, so many people are here to capitalize on the polar night. Who knows if that door actually works?
My employer has already signed a contract with me. While she works on the island, I must protect her 24/7.
I'll leave if you don't let him stay with me. You can find someone else to design the stage. Whether it's for personal safety or to avoid breaking the contract, I can't be on this island by myself.
Fine. But your bodyguard can't leave your side or move independently.
I'll stay by her side every step of the way.
The manager hands over an access card and points to the lobby's side door.
Your room is upstairs, but we only prepared one. Your bodyguard...
You can sleep in the same bed, it's fine.
We're a professional security company with strict protocols. You don't need to worry about it. Once everything's in order, I'll accompany the designer for her work on the stage.
He turns, his expression instantly shifting from serious to slightly smug as he winks at me. To share a bed with Raphael. You cunning little liar. I know, it's... Sleeping in the same bed as Raphael, nothing worse can come of that. Nothing worse than that. A side door leads to a dimly lit corridor. We make our way up the stairs. This island isn't a location that popped up recently. The buildings outside look old.
It's been erased from the maps. The more forgotten it is, the safer it becomes for criminals.
I shush him while I check the corridor for surveillance cameras.
Relax. The surveillance cameras here were removed a while back. The people who come here wouldn't want to leave any traces.
There really are no surveillance devices in the corridor. I let out a sigh of relief. You seem to know the place well. It's almost like this isn't your first time here. How long have you been preparing for this? Raphael points to the only room...
Let's talk inside.
Excuse me, I wasn't finished reading. At the end of the staircase. Is it the staircase? Is it going to be the staircase? A light bulb flickers weakly in the humid air. Peeling wallpaper from the cramped corners falls softly as the door opens and closes. The sea is near the window, but it blends seamlessly with the night. Only the sound of rising and falling waves traces its outline.
The decorations are practically vomiting rainbows downstairs, but the upstairs area shows this place's true colors.
I turn on the bedside lamp, but the bulb flickers a few times before going out. Oh, lovely. I guess no one really wants to stay on this island long term. Raphael begins checking all the hidden corners of the room.
Still, we can't let our guard down.
You're surprisingly thorough for someone who switched careers to being a temporary bodyguard.
You sound too surprised. Who told my Miss Bodyguard to always be so competent? I picked it up through constant exposure.
You find a light bulb while you're at it. Then we won't have to fumble around in the dark when we get up later.
One already exists.
Yeah, he's got fire. I go to the balcony, and what appears before my eyes is a cluster of hazy lights. Silver light flows around a jellyfish as it floats in a fish tank. So luminous, its luminous tentacles akin to delicate strands.
Luna Thread Lantern.
Mm-hmm. What?
That's the name of this species of jellyfish in Lemuria. Its light is gentle even at night. Lemurians sometimes guide them into their homes as ever-changing decorative lights.
Raphael touches the glass, and the jellyfish, as if hearing a summons, slowly glides to where his fingertip rests. I wonder who brought it here and how long it's been.
Maybe they're already gone.
Poor jellyfish. His nonchalant tone reminds me of the man who was taken away at the club entrance earlier. That intention detector downstairs, is it real or fake? I've never heard of technology like that, even at the association.
It's just to scare people.
Notice that in the cards, sometimes move through the MCs, and yeah, they move so fast. I'm like mid-reading, and it's like, no, we're done now. If anything, like, don't have them automatically move. Just let me go through it when I'm done reading it. As he speaks, he carefully moves the fish tank to the windowsill behind the bed.
The thing
Beside
that
the
can
bed.
sense intentions is an evolver hiding in the shadows.
But nothing happens when we pass pass through.
Maybe that's their way of approving our acting skills. The club draws in too many people with questionable backgrounds, so whenever someone comes or goes, they unknowingly get inspected. Don't let your guard down moving forward, Miss Designer.
Would Raphael's purpose for visiting the island also count as dangerous? I'm not sure if asking questions would affect Raphael's plan, so I stay silent and pull him down to sit next to me on the bed.
What's the matter?
It's nothing. I think the bed is a little narrow. Don't sprawl out like a starfish and push me off when you're asleep. We know he does sleep starfish.
Don't worry. I'm Mr. Bodyguard now. My duty is to protect you at all times.
And if not starfish, he is a barnacle. Or I guess a leech. He pulls me into his arms, his voice seemingly coming from deep within his chest.
I know you want to learn more, but the less you know, the safer you'll be here.
He can barnacle onto me too, Mira. He can barnacle onto all of us.
Getting you involved was selfish of me. But I need you.
I was gonna say, sure, it's selfish of you, but you have taken us on, like, an assassination mission already. So. He looks at me, and the determination and trust intertwined in his eyes makes me suppress the questions in my heart. If your plan is going to take a lot of time, then you should bring me along. I place my hand on his chest. I don't want to be separated from you for so long. Even through his clothing, I can feel his heartbeat and warmth beneath my palm.
The visuals and lighting are clashing. Adjust the color temperature.
Now he's got to help us actually be a good designer. This visual is too bright. It's clashing with the lighting. Let's adjust the color temperature. Oh, we're saying that to them.
Okay, I'll do that. Let me know when you think it looks right.
On the club's newly constructed stage, I direct the technical setup with Raphael's secret assistance.
Okay.
It looks good now. Do the same thing to the other visuals.
You sure know how to generalize.
We don't know what the hell we're looking at.
Your performance is sloppy.
Excuse me?
Well, maybe this is the
Oh,
rhythm the Polar
okay.
Knight should have. What matters is that you can keep up, miss.
Are they talking to each other or are they talking to me? One of the club's backup dancers and a guest moved to chat beside the stage. The guest makes a gesture for the number 8.
Is this enough to keep up with the rhythm?
Okay, they're talking to each
The
other.
dance
They're not
will
talking to
end
me.
with the Polar Knight. I'm afraid you'll need to add another digit.
We haven't been found out yet.
Do you know why this club needs so many backup dancers?
I recall the backup dancers in the main hall. Rather than performing on stage, they seem to spend more time navigating through the crowd. Are they also part of the deals?
Actually, they're relaying information. The people who come here have extraordinary identities and possess unusual things. It's safer to have someone relay messages between them.
Then the information you have about this painting.
It's time to find a few mouthpieces.
Oh, hi! Thank you. Actually,
This deal involves
how would
a
you
large
like
sum.
me to address you?
Even your
Is
commission
Lemon
as a
okay?
messenger is high.
This deal involves a large sum. Yep, that's him talking.
If only we could always have a polar night. There would be an endless stream of people coming to the island to discuss business, and we'd earn so much more.
Oh, when Raph gets super serious, it's always... Lemon is perfect. Awesome. How are you, Lemon?
No matter how much you earn, it's still electronic. When they say it's worthless, it becomes worthless. You better exchange it for something that holds its value.
In the lounge, I strike up conversations with the backup dancers and pretend to be curious. When you earn money on the island, what do you exchange it for that'll hold its value?
It's only a little bit. Aside from cash and gold, what else can we exchange it for? Only the wealthy people on the island compete to buy antiques and paintings.
What about new paintings by famous artists? Do they sell well?
That depends on whose it is.
Raphael. The backup dancers lean in.
Raphael? He's the most sought-after artist here. His previous paintings were bought at high prices the moment they arrived at the club. The backup dancers who acted as messengers back then earned substantial commissions.
Do you have it? Let us take a look. I haven't seen Raphael's authentic works yet.
The backup dancer's greedy yet suspicious gazes shift toward me. Raphael puts himself in front of me.
You don't need to see the painting. As long as you can help us, everyone will get a share of the commission once the deal is made.
I heard there's something good here. Can I take a look? Money isn't a problem.
Of course. The question is, do you know what you're looking for?
Raphael's authentic works.
Good. At least you're not just asking around. Do you know how many layers of dark blue were applied to achieve that misty, luminous effect?
Only Raphael would be able to answer that question.
Sorry, my boss doesn't do business with people who don't know quality. Raphael's paintings require a thorough selection process.
Fake fan.
All the dancers here are begging me to buy something. I need to see the goods first before I make any decisions.
Got it. My boss isn't in a hurry either. People have been approaching us all night. There's already someone who basically agreed to the deal. If you want to outbid him, it'll probably be difficult.
In this club?
Sorry, I can't ignore the privacy of future clients.
He's very good at this schmoozing that he's doing. Raphael's newest painting that was stolen is looking for a buyer. Oh, I missed the first line there. There we go. Ever since word spread about Submerged, Raphael's new painting that was stolen is looking for a new buyer. People have constantly sent inquiries related to it. Raphael manages to navigate flawlessly. He alternates between arrogance and sincerity, and manipulates every inquirer like a puppet master. He's such a manipulative bastard. But it's been several days now. Arlen still hasn't shown up.
Are you tired? Your eyes have glazed over.
No, I don't often see you like this. I was captivated when I watched you. Indeed, I do love that manipulative side. Maybe a little. The manager is looking over here. Because you're hot, duh. Yeah. I lead Raphael to the backstage area and adjust the edge lighting. The target you're trying to lure in is more cautious than expected.
Yeah, but the island isn't that big. The news should have reached him by now. All that's left to do is wait.
What is he planning to do once he gets this
That
guy?
was the last of them. I'm exhausted. See you tomorrow.
The screen has been adjusted according to your instructions. We're clocking out now. See you tomorrow.
No, I'm just curious to him catching this guy and where the dancing happens. Like, which is coming first? The crowd disperses, glasses cast blurry shadows, and the bustling club briefly closes its curtains. Even in the sunless polar night, this place will be alive again without needing to wait for the sunrise. Raphael, what time is it?
During a polar night, time is the first thing to lose meaning.
You're right. I can't even remember how many days have passed since we arrived here. Noticing the new equipment on the stage is the only way I can keep track of time.
Okay, now that's actually kinda depressing. This isn't good. We're not here to work.
He pulls me up from the sofa. Is Mr. Bodyguard going to forego his duties for a while?
Mr. Bodyguard will stay by your side. But the moments we should be sharing together need to be more than this. Since we've got the chance, we can have more meaningful experiences to mark the polar night.
Don't tell me you're going to... A mischievous glint dances in Raphael's eyes as he pulls out two new outfits. Okay, we're doing the dance now. Oh, he looks so good, though. When you're dressed like that, you'll be the most captivating dancer here. Oh.
But I only care about my dance partner's gaze. How are the stage effects? Do you want to check them out, Miss Designer?
The outfit's so good. The only thing that I'm kind of sad about, but I like the mesh shirt. It is a crime that his belly is, like, not completely exposed. Yeah, I got all the MC outfits, too. Of course, if I was gonna get all the boys' outfits, I'd be getting all of MC's. We step onto the center of the stage, and the flashing lights overhead seemingly become dancing flames in my swaying vision. The floor beneath our feet vibrates with this fierce rhythm. To the beat of the drums, we move closer amid interwoven lights and shadows. We pass each other, only to move closer again. Ah, here we go. His body rolls are killing me. Let's see. I saw where that hand was going, Raph. Side Excuse me, oh god, let me pause. Why is my phone disconnecting? Okay, there we go. I think I may need a new thing, or I need to get that, the emulator up, so we don't have this issue. Okay. Forget the job, we're gonna go to the stairwell now.
You know, the way you danced was different from normal.
Okay. Yeah, I think my phone's dying. What the heck, man? Ah, I see why. My phone is literally at 9% battery. Goodness, okay, we're at 36%, so that should be good enough to finish up Raph's card. Let's see. There we go. Alright, so we luckily didn't really miss anything.
It really makes me want to do something else with you.
I mean,
it'll be dangerous.
Like you almost making my phone melt. Don't push him away, MC. Come on now. To Raphael when he is dangerous.
Close the door, and I might become more dangerous.
I don't think I have an issue with that.
Do you always go up the stairs this slowly?
His ears turn so red so quick, I love it.
That's not necessarily a bad thing. Let me see just how bad you can be, okay?
Oh my god.
You can be worse.
I can't, oh my god.
Before we leave, you better let us be bad together.
Oh my god. My ear. I'm gonna screw Arlen, I guess. Screw that. Really, screw the job. I'm so thirsty. Me too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Water. I see a nice, tall, cold glass of water right here in front of me.
Water?
Yeah. Right in front of me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he didn't just fall out of... He just fell out of bed. Damn, we... Raphael! The sudden commotion instantly jolts me awake. Raphael is lying on the floor, and we awkwardly stare at each other. I can't believe this is the first line I've saved the entire night. Like from the jellyfish falls diagonally across his cheeks and eyelashes. His eyes sparkle with mirth. Meow. Indeed, meow. Mr. Bodyguard protects people by falling off the bed.
It proves you weren't holding me tight enough. It should be
Aww.
like this.
Oh, and now he's pulling us off the bed. Excuse you, sir. Or did he climb back into bed? I don't know. He grabs my outstretched hand and pulls with a bit of force. I tumble into his arms and he holds me tightly. Raphael?
We've been inseparable these past few days, but it feels like we haven't really been together. All because I have too many things on my mind.
And it'd be better if I didn't know any of that stuff?
Yeah?
You don't sound so sure.
Before, I thought that was how it should be. But it feels different now. Not being able to share things with you. It's like something's missing. No, it's more like a lot is missing. I miss you.
Faint vibrations from the music drift up from downstairs. The restless energy of the club is seemingly endless.
Let's go on a date.
Okay. Now?
It's so noisy. We won't be able to sleep anytime soon.
I mean, that's fair.
You made a lot of preparations for the polar night, and now that it's actually here, we haven't properly experienced it yet. If we miss out on it because of my situation, I'll regret it.
Passing by increasingly sparse, run-down buildings, we quickly reach the seaside. The empty beach is silent, aside from the tide. Our ears, saturated by the club's cacophony, take a moment to adjust. There are a lot of people on the island. I thought they'd go to the beach for their vacation. I didn't expect this to be the quietest place.
A beach where you can't sunbathe isn't exactly appealing for humans.
Says who? The beach during the polar night is different. The night sky displays bands of light similar to an aurora. They drift at the horizon where the sea meets the sky. Maybe it's because of the magnetic fluctuations.
You're different from other people, from the people on this island. The individuals here have their own agendas, and no one has the inclination to appreciate nature's artwork.
What about you?
I have my own agenda too, but I also want to be like you. Maybe I can no longer be considered a pure Lemurian.
But you're still Raphael. You're already pure enough of a Lemurian to me.
Yeah.
You don't need to be any more than who you already are. He's perfect as is. He wraps us both in a blanket he brought along. We sit on the beach and observe the light's artwork that's painted across the night sky. If we stayed in Lincoln City, we would have seen this at White Sand Bay, right?
The lights won't be as visible in a bright city.
Then watching the sea on this island counts as fulfilling my polar night date. It's a pity I didn't bring the ever-warm Huggy Blankie.
I can fill in as the blankie. As for the portable nightlight that's meant to attract octopuses...
He turns and places a warm, gentle kiss on my lips.
I'll make you a Raphael brand one now.
Ooh, I'm taking a picture of that. That's pretty. I thought the sea at night would be nothing but pure darkness. Yet after Raphael makes me swim for a while, light appears. It's from a vast expanse of seashells in the seabed. The gentle light flickers. I wondered what it'd be like to be underwater during the polar night. The waters around White Sand Bay probably don't have bioluminescent species like these.
They have a scientific name on land, but I still prefer their Lemurian name.
He folds a wide, soft piece of seaweed into a container and has me select some glowing seashells. They're placed inside.
They're gleam drops. Their surface is as clear as glass, right?
That's a pretty name.
These seashells are unique to this area. I heard that Lemurians who passed through here would bring some back for their children.
Why? Is it so they could use them like marbles?
The kids would drop a seashell every so often as they swim. If they ever got lost, they could follow the seashells back home.
That's smart. There are also fairy tales on land about using stones to mark trails in the forest. The ocean and land are surprisingly similar in this regard. He lowers his gaze, his face highlighted by a soft glow. It's from the seashells he's holding. Okay, no problem, Alexi. I think I might be ending stream soon anyway, because of the battery problem. The journey back to the shore is no longer dark. The glowing seashells in our hands illuminates the sea before us. In the tranquil ocean, there's only the sound of water rippling as we swim. Yet I don't feel lonely at all. Raphael, let's find time to explore the entire island before we leave.
Even though everyone we've encountered here has ulterior motives?
The people with ulterior motives have gathered in one place, though there aren't as many humans in the other areas.
Yeah, we can find some places that no one visits. We'll leave gleam drops as markers that only we understand.
The island isn't exactly big. Are you really worried about getting lost?
Let's just say it's for getting home safely.
Although the polar night dilutes our perception of time, it can't stop time from passing. Raphael is still handling inquiries from buyers who aren't our target, but aside from that, the remote areas of the island have gradually been marked with gleam drops.
Do you have that painting?
A new inquirer approaches, and I'm waiting to see what reason Raphael will use to turn him away this time.
Yes.
I turn to look. Raphael is calm, but his composure is unusual compared to his previous reactions. Arlen? No. Something unusual flickers across the man's glasses. From his subtle reactions, it's clear someone behind the scenes is watching via a hidden camera. It's Arlen's subordinate.
I'll need to verify it.
Raphael takes out his phone and plays a video. It's the one he had me record when the painting was stolen.
Where's the painting?
For a deal that involves a painting of this value, it's not fair if we're the only ones showing our hand.
You can name your price.
There's more than one buyer here who can pay the same price. You should have seen that over the past few days.
He regards the man's glasses with an enigmatic smile. It's as if he's speaking directly to whoever is watching behind the camera. The man hesitates to speak. He's seemingly waiting for instructions from his earpiece. I need to give them a reason to lower their guard. If you don't want to reveal yourself here, then you can have my bodyguard take the painting to meet you. Raphael's gaze lands on me. I put on a calm, indifferent expression. He has my permission to act on my behalf. You can deal with him directly. Smiling, I look at him. Don't get lost on your way back, Mr. Bodyguard. Raphael takes an almost imperceptible deep breath.
I'll do whatever my boss tells me. And I already escorted you once. I won't get lost.
Once? He's referring to when we recently used gleam drops. I nod at him.
All right, follow me.
Once the transaction is complete, I'll let you know right away, boss.
Only he and the painting shall return. After Raphael leaves, I pretend to be relaxed and continue adjusting the lights on one side of the stage. Soon, I notice a pair of eyes occasionally glancing in this direction. I knew they'd still be watching. While adjusting the lights, I discreetly confirm the person. Then I call out to a backup dancer who's passing by. Do you see that gentleman in the gray coat over there? He has something good to sell.
You know him?
Yeah, he's looking our way. Go say hello. What he has is even more expensive than mine. The backup dancer's eyes immediately light up, and they rush over to surround the man. I seize this opportunity to hit the switch and slip away once the stage goes dark. This is one of MC's big-brained moments. And yes, I wish we could go with Raph, but there's the potential it could be a little messy. The place where Raphael and I last scattered gleam drops is a ruin deep within the island. When I arrive, a small cluster of seashells glimmers with a faint silvery white under the dim moonlight. Raphael isn't here yet? What's a kid doing here? I turn around and find a thin, frail child timidly looking at me.
Raphael told me to find you. My name is Vaughn.
I crouch down and see his clothes are tattered. His exposed skin is covered with scars. Where did you come from?
A bunker. There were so many guards. I thought I'd never escape.
I am sorry, what? Unease begins to grow in my heart, but then a familiar voice echoes in my mind.
Getting you involved was selfish of me. But I need you.
What else did Raphael tell you?
He said you'd take me home.
Yeah, we can find some places that no one visits. We'll leave gleam drops as markers that only we understand.
Is this baby a Lemurian too?
Let's just say it's for getting home safely.
Chaotic footsteps resound in the distance. Whether they belong to pursuing guards or not remains unclear. No, we're taking Vaughn. Raphael believes in me, which is why he entrusted Vaughn to me. I won't let him down. I suppress the urge to immediately find Raphael and hold the boy's hand. As much as I want to find Raph, he is much more capable of defending himself. Stay close to me, Vaughn. I won't let them take you again. The seashell markers that Raphael and I left help us avoid the crowd and lead us all the way to the deserted seaside. The weak boy steps into the sea. The dark clouds disperse and moonlight illuminates the ocean surface. Faint scales appear on the boy's cheeks. He is a baby Lemurian. Hi, welcome back, Alexi. We're just saving a baby Lemurian.
Miss, will Raphael get in trouble?
I'll find him. Don't worry. You go first. Get to a safe place, then you can contact us.
Okay. Will we meet again?
Yes, we will, baby. We will. Soon. The boy nods, turns, and dives into the sea. I catch a glimpse of a light-colored tail beneath the water. It reflects the moonlight for a moment. Maybe another young Lemurian also returned to the sea by following a trail of gleam drops home. Bam! Is Raph okay? A distant thunderous sound makes the ground tremble. The endless night is suddenly illuminated by a massive blaze out of the corner of my eye. Rafayel! The fire spreads rapidly, and the sky above the island is bathed in crimson light. Panicked, people flee toward the coast where boats are docked. Rafayel! I go against the crowd and run to the place where the fire burns the strongest. The flames are like crimson waves that devour the pitch-black sky. A familiar silhouette slowly takes shape in the sea of fire. It's like a shadow forged from flames. Rafayel?
I'm okay.
Of course you're okay.
What about you?
This is not a myth card. This doesn't end in tragedy. I'm fine. Vaughn has already returned to the sea.
Thank you.
Are you okay? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Again! Okay, so I think we're pretty much caught up. Oh, they echo. I need to shut off. There we go. My desktop audio. I need to shut that off, so it's just picking up my game. I thought he was relieved, but Raphael's expression seems somewhat distant. I've seen this look before. It was when we were on the beach outside that winery. He invited me to dance in the rain. Ah! Banquet ablaze! Maybe he doesn't realize it. He looked like this for a second at that time. Do you want to dance? Instead of in the ocean, we're dancing in a sea of flames.
But it's not raining today. Also, everyone here is running for their lives.
Banquet Ablaze is one of my favorite cards of the game, period. It deserves a 5-star treatment, honestly. I take his hand, and it's not as cold as I expected. I'll still hold on to you.
I know. I'm bound to you.
It's not just that. We're still accomplices.
Yeah. Who stole our boat?
Oh no. By the time the fire is extinguished, it seems like everyone has already fled. The air is filled with the acrid smell of smoke and ash. We return to the club because we want to transport the fish tank to the seaside. The one with the jellyfish. Yeah, we gotta let him go. Let him be free in the ocean. Today's waves are bigger than before.
The polar night is probably about to end. The seawater has also been affected by the magnetic field fluctuations. I had a fully thought-out plan, but I somehow overlooked the possibility of our speedboat getting stolen. What kind of people are even on this island?
This shouldn't be a problem for a Lemurian, though. Just go swimming, Raph. You like doing that. We crouch down and lower the tank into the sea. The jellyfish swims out. Raphael watches the jellyfish's glowing body gradually disappear beneath the waves. I watch Vaughn return to the sea the same way.
Lemurians will take him to safety. Don't worry.
I thought about the ways you could hide dangerous intentions without being detected. But I overlooked the simplest answer. You're here to save someone.
A person can only do so many things. Some of my people are always looking out for Lemurians in distress. The evolver in the club who can sense intentions, and the bunker where Vaughn was held, they provided me that information. Vaughn would have been rescued earlier if the bunker hadn't been so heavily guarded, and you wouldn't have been dragged into this.
The water, my fingers find his. That means I would have missed the chance to become your accomplice.
Yeah.
I'm so happy MC is just
glad
all
I didn't
here
miss out on experiencing
helping him
a
with this
polar
stuff.
night with you. My gleam drops are in every place that should be marked.
Gleam drops? Raphael places his other hand against his lips. Ooh. Silvery white light glows under the ocean's surface. Schools of luminescent jellyfish, like a slowly churning galaxy, drift closer amid the call of the tide. Following close behind, a massive whale rises from the sea like a new island, its figure illuminated by the jellyfish.
Yeah, not having a boat isn't a problem.
Nope, we'll just sit on a whale. We'll ride away with this whale like we did when we got pretend married. Raphael takes my hand and leads me into the ocean. We sit on the whale's broad back. It'll take a while for us to return. I have plenty of time to wait for you to finish what you were saying.
What I was saying?
Where else did you leave Gleam Drops? Was it when we were together? The sea shimmers with light because of the jellyfish, and the reflection of his smile ripples out with them.
I left them at this very moment, in every moment I've spent with you. Do you get it?
He leans in, his breath warmer than the sea breeze.
If a Lemurian is lost in his hatred one day, then the gleam drops in his life will guide him back to where he came from. Back to your side.
Oh my goodness! Okay. The seawater gently flows our bodies as the whale slowly dives into the sea. We're back on the path we took to get here. Yes, a jump scare. And we did it! We finally got through it.